back. Today we are going to learn, that is chapter 2. Okay. So chapter 2, if you see, it's divided into 3 units. One is demand, second is utility analysis, third one is supply. You have 3 units. Okay. So again, the favorite question you guys ask is, this chapter, how many marks? That's the first thing, right? See, if you look into it, demand, chapter 2 and chapter 3 is there, cost and production. Okay. Chapter 2 and 3. This carries around 35% of your 60 marks, right? That is around 25 marks will come from chapter 2 and 3. Are we guys getting it? So it's very hard to pinpoint how much will this chapter get you, right? Sometimes they will ask more questions, right? Sometimes they might ask less questions, right? But according to my experience, right, as per my experience, you can expect 5 marks, right? You can expect at least 5 marks from this chapter, what we are going to discuss today. Are we clear here? So moving on, this is what we are going to learn for today. Utility, right? These are the topics we will be covering for today. First topic. Now, yesterday we left over in economics definition, right? Wants and the limited resources. So we will dive into this wants into some detail. Like what we discussed yesterday. What is wants? What is wants? Did we discuss yesterday? These are basic needs of human beings, right? These are basic desires, taste, motives of human beings. We call these wants. But these wants have certain characteristics. That is what we are going to see. Some characteristics of these wants. Alright. From exam perspective, just read through them. Not so important, but we should read through them. Right. Wants are unlimited. We know what is this. Differ in intensity. Right. Now, what is intensity? Some wants can be urgent. Some wants might not be urgent. Let's say when you are driving by, when you are small, right? When you are small, have you gone to the beach side or some shop? When you go there, you will be like, Papa, I want that. Sometimes you will be crying, I want it. Sometimes they will say, I'll get it next week. You will be okay with it, right? Still, it's a want. But some wants are very urgent. Some wants are not so urgent, right? So each wants can be characteristic. Will have characteristics. Similarly, let's say take water. You want water. Now you might not need water. It's not so urgent. I'll take it after 2 hours, you might say. Right? But I'll starve you, put you in jail and starve you without water. Then it might be urgent for you. Right? That is one. Now, third one is satiable. What is satiable? Wants can be satisfied. Wants can be satisfied. That is what satiable. Right? Wants are unlimited. There's no question on that. Human wants are unlimited. But one want can be satisfied. Right? One want can be satisfied. Let's say you want, you want to drink water. You are thirsty. You will drink water, is satisfied. Are you going to be satisfied? Yes, that is what it is. Alright. Competitive. Wants will be competitive. That is to say, let's say I want to, like what we saw yesterday, right? I want to pour water or drink water, right? Both are wants, right? But the resource is only one thing. They compete for resource. That is what it is, competitive. Complementary, it can be used more than one. It can be interrelated. Wants can be interrelated. Alternative, subjective, relative, vary with time, place, person, right? What is this? Vary with time, place and person. Now if I ask you, you want water or diamond, what will you choose? Huh? She's like diamond, you are like water. She's clever. She wants diamond. Take it. But I'll put in a desert. make you walk for 3 days, then I ask you, what do you want? Water, right? So things will vary from place to time and person, right? May recur again and again, right? May recur again and again. That is, once wants are satisfied, again it can come, right? Let's say you are thirsty, you drink water. After 1 hour, again you might be thirsty. That is what it is. Becomes a habit. Wants can become habit, like smoking, right? Or studying for CA should become a habit, but I do not know whether it becomes a habit or not, right? It can become a custom also, right? Wants are affected by income, taste, fashion, advertisement, and natural instincts and social obligation and all those things. These are self-explanatory, not so important. You can read through it. Yeah. Any questions in this? No questions? Yeah. Now, wants can be further classified. These wants can be further classified into 3 types. What are they? We'll read it out. Necessary wants, or comforts, or luxurious. Wants can be classified into what? 3 types. Necessary, comfort, and luxurious. Okay. Now, we'll see what one by one. What is necessary, what is comforts, and what is luxurious. Before I move on, understand this. What is luxurious for you might be necessary for someone. For example, for you Ferrari is luxurious. Ferrari car is luxurious. You know what is Ferrari car? You guys, no? For Mr. Mukesh Ambani, let's take him, right? He does not like to drive it. He likes to go on aeroplane, or he likes to use a, helicopter. Alright? So for him, it's like, it's not comfortable for him. Not even comfortable for him. Right? So, different people classify. So, you can't take one product. My essence is, you can't take one product and put it, this should be luxurious. This want is a comfortable want. What is luxurious for you might be comfortable for someone. What is comfortable for you might be luxurious for someone else. Are we clear on this? Right? So, what is necessary? Classification of wants. The first is necessary. What is necessary? Goods and services which are essential for living. What is essential for living? Water, food, all these things. Wants of these things are called as necessaries. Are we clear? So, under these necessaries, there can be further 3 types of classification. Further 3 types of classification. What are they? Necessary for life, necessary for efficiency, and conventional necessaries. What is necessary for life? If you don't have that, if minimum thing has to be met for living, if you don't have, then go in the only. Okay, that is what they are saying. You should have basic water, at least humans have to drink some 2 liters of water, 8 cups of water, at least that much you have to drink every day, right? Or food, some amount of food you should have. It's not saying what kind of food, some amount, something to live, right? That is what necessary for life means. Goods and services, necessary to meet minimum psychological needs to maintain life, to keep this body alive, what you need. That is what it is. Okay? You can take it as glucose also. Okay? Done. Necessary for efficiency. What is efficiency? If I give you food, right? I'll give you bread every day, bread and water I'll give you. You can live, correct? Everyone can live? Yes. But will you be energetic? Right? You might not be energetic unless you eat that paneer of yours or eat the chicken of yours, right? You'll be like, this is what my energy is there, macha. Right? Last 3 days at home they are giving only vegetarian food. Sometimes you might feel, right? For non-vegetarians especially, you'll be like, no energy, macha. Give non-veg only energy. Correct, no, John? Yeah. John is agreeing here. Right? So, necessary for efficiency means similarly. What wants will effectively live your life, right? these are good nutritious food. You can take it as in food. There's something called giving plain food and nutritious food, right? You can take those things that these are something more than necessaries. Maintain longevity, energy, and efficiency of work, right? Clean water, adequate food, adequate clothing, right? Education, all these things are essential for efficiency. And last one, under necessaries, that is conventional necessaries. Now, when you get up from your bed, what is the first thing do you look? Coffee. Okay. Yuda? Phone. Okay. Any of you, all of you will, agree to this. You want coffee or you want phone. Is it necessary? But by practice, it has become as if it's necessary. If you don't have your phone in the morning, you'll be like, where is it? I have to see whether my girlfriend texted, boyfriend texted, or coffee if you don't drink, you'll be like, mood is spoiled, right? But by habit, it has become necessary. That is why, even when the lockdown happened, our Mr. Drunkards or people who wanted to drink, right, were having difficulties. It became a necessary thing, right? By pressure or of habit and accompanying social customs, it becomes necessary, right? Here itself is that phone usage and speaking. Are we clear? So necessaries, under necessaries means what? Which are goods and services which are essential for living, right? What are the three types under that? Necessary for life, necessary for efficiency, and conventional necessaries. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Okay. Classification. Let's move on, right? Comforts. What is comfort? Something comfortable, right? Makes life comfortable. Nice definition, right? Done. Comfort less urgent than necessaries. So good food. You can take it as good house. As I told you, whichever you makes life comfortable for you, it comes under comfort wants. Okay, there's no strict classification between necessaries, comfort and luxurious. Whatever you feel, it comes under that, right? That is one. Luxurious. What is luxurious? Wants which are superfluous and expensive. Okay, not essential for living. That means what? It's not needed for your living purpose, but it's a want at the end of the day. Example, motor car, right? A diamond earrings. You can take it like costly dress, right? All these things will come under this. Are we clear here? Done. So where does comfort lies between? Can we answer this question? Where does comfort lie between luxurious and necessaries and luxurious? Okay, this is one thing. Now, we will, wants are there means it has to be satisfied, correct? This chapter is more or less going to see the satisfaction only, okay? But we are going to see it from economics point of view, okay? So, we are going to learn certain terms which are used in economics, right? In economics, they don't like to use the, English words, satisfaction, all they don't like to use. They used to like to use one word called utility. They like to use a word called utility. So, we will see certain videos on this, right, about a utility, and then we will proceed with it, right? Then I'll explain what is utility and all. Just take a look at it. Even if you don't understand the video, there's no issues. Just for your explanation or just for your understanding it is.
Utility has two meanings depending on the context. In economics and game theory, utility means the satisfaction a person receives from the use of a good or service. Utility is an easy concept to understand, but very difficult to quantify. Yet economists can indirectly measure utility based on consumers' economic choices. For instance, Allison is shopping for a new car and has narrowed her choices to 2 models. The only difference between the 2 cars is that one car comes with sophisticated blind spot protection and lane departure warnings. The other car does not. The first car costs $1,000 more than the second. If Allison purchases the more expensive car, then economists will say that Allison is receiving $1,000 of utility from the first car's safety features. Taking this a step further, if insurance companies are willing to give a $500 discount for cars with these safety features and expect that in the near future 1 million cars will have them, then it could be inferred that society as a whole receives at least $500 million worth of utility from these type of car safety features. The utility comes from fewer accidents and the savings resulting from less time spent dealing with auto repairs. In business, a utility is a company that produces and distributes vital energy or water.
Okay, just for you to given this is how practically it is used. But from our exam point of view, from our basic understanding, we will understand what is utility. Now I want to measure what is the weight of this apple. Okay, how do I measure it? Weighing scale. Okay, weighing scale, you will put it. What will come? It will come that it will say, let's say I'm kgs or grams. What is this kgs and grams? Units, right, of measurement. Can I take it as unit of measurement? Now I want to go from Chennai to Bangalore. Okay, Chennai to Bangalore. Now how much distance it should be? What is the measurement now? Kilometers. You will normally measure in, this is what you are measuring, length, right? This is a standard unit of measuring length is what? Kilometers, right? Kilometers. This is kgs, correct? Are we all clear? Now similarly, now how do I quantify when I eat an apple? Let's say I eat an apple. How do I quantify how much satisfaction I have got? The measurement we are doing, right? That measurement is measured in terms of utility. Are we understanding this? Right? So you eat one apple, hey macha, 5 utils from that. Normally we don't say that, but that is the concept behind this. Are we all clear? It's like, what is it? Whenever you go to a movie and see, right, you say, boss, that movie was worth it, worth the money, right? You're indirectly quantifying it into money terms. Are we clear? That is utility, we can say. Or, I mean, no, that's not utility, but I'm saying you're quantifying it, right? It's worth 200 utilities, something like that, right? So, this is how it is, utility, right? Utility is a want satisfying power of a commodity. What is it called as? Want satisfying power. How much a commodity has, what is the ability of the commodity to satisfy your needs is measured in utility. Are we all clear? Now, it is the expected satisfaction. Second point is, it is the expected satisfaction. You need not really eat it to get that satisfaction. What would be your expectation from that utility or from that apple? Right? That is also. So it is very subjective and it varies. Yes, you might have different utility for a particular product, right? Whereas she might have a different utility. Different people have different utility. That's why you go to a movie, same movie, you might have a different opinion, she might have a different opinion, right? So different people have different satisfaction level from a same product. That is the essence of it. Now, yes. Furthermore on utility, right? See, normally students understand that utility is equal to usefulness, which is wrong. It is not equal to usefulness. Are we clear? It is not equal to usefulness. It is the expected satisfaction. Are we clear? Yeah. And one more thing, you should also understand that even negative items will have utility. What is this negative item? Let's say smoking or drugs, right? Is it ethical? Drugs, but people do it anyhow, right? Still they get some satisfaction out of it, right? So they get some utility of it. Even for harmful items or unethical items, you will get utility. So utility is basically what they are trying to say is ethically neutral. Ethically neutral, does not know is it bad or good product. It will give you satisfaction as long as you come. Are we clear on this? Any questions in this? No questions? Sure. So can we start answering the questions here? When an economist speaks of utility of a certain product, they are referring to what? They are referring to what? They are referring to what? It is, they are referring to satisfaction gained from consuming a product. Okay, they are referring to, when they are talking about utility, they are referring to the satisfaction you are going to gain from a particular product, right? Utility may be defined as what? Utility can be defined as what? A, B or C or D. Utility may be defined as power of a commodity to satisfy a want, right? The same utility can be, if you see it in different terms, they are saying in a different way, right? But the concept is, what is the satisfying capabilities of a product? That is what it is, right? If you understand the concept, you will be able to understand this. Different ways are they are asking, that's all. Now, utility is applicable for what? A, B, C or D? What is the option we are going to? Is applicable only for socially desirable food, only for harmful goods, or both A and B, or it will not apply for any of the above. As I told you, utility is ethically neutral. That means it is applicable for socially desirable goods as well as harmful goods. So the answer is C, A and B. Are we clear? Now you have studied about satisfaction, utility and all. Utility is nothing but satisfaction about a product. Now this chapter, right, talks about consumer behavior. This section of the chapter talks about consumer behavior. Now when we are talking about the consumer and satisfaction, what is your essence of it? Why should we study? What is the objective of a consumer? Tell me. What would be a objective of a consumer linked with satisfaction, if you have to think? Someone here is saying he has to maximize his satisfaction. Absolutely correct. As a consumer, your income is your finite resources you have, right? You want to maximize your, satisfaction which you derive from your money. In this chapter, we are going to study about that only. Are we clear? We are going to study how a consumer, right, is going to maximize his satisfaction given the resources. Are we clear on this? So that takes to a topic called consumer equilibrium. What is it called? Consumer equilibrium. What is consumer equilibrium? As we discussed, consumer is at equilibrium when he is deriving the maximum possible satisfaction from a good. Okay. Consumer is at equilibrium when he is receiving maximum satisfaction given the income levels and the products which are available for purchase. Are we clear with this? Are we all clear with this? So, we are going to study how does he attain this maximum level of satisfaction. That is what the topic is. But there are two ways you can achieve this. You can achieve this by two methods or two approach, right? That is what we are going to study in detail. We are going to study in detail. So consumer has to attain maximum satisfaction, but there are two methods in which he will achieve. That is what we are going to see. So what is the approach he will take? So for any place you can go in two routes, no? There is no one route, no? Similarly in economics, to achieve a consumer satisfaction, maximum satisfaction, there are two routes. One route they are calling it as cardinal approach. The second route they are calling it as ordinal approach. What is the first route? Cardinal approach. Second one is ordinal approach. Are we clear? What is cardinal approach? We will understand first. Okay. Cardinal approach, utility is measured and quantifiable and can be expressed in numbers. Understood da illava? Utility can be measured and quantifiable aspects and can be expressed in numbers. Can you understand this? Very simple. When you eat an apple, no, they are saying you can quantify your satisfaction. It is 50 utility. Can you give a number? In this approach, they are saying, one group of people are saying they can give a number. Are we clear? The ordinal approach is saying utility cannot be quantified. Cannot be quantified. Cannot be expressed in numbers. Cardinal is saying you can express it in numbers. The other one is saying, ordinal is saying you can't express in numbers. Okay. Which one you are, you choose. Whichever approach you want to take. Right? That is the major difference between the two routes. Two economists, one guy he had one ego, one more guy had a ego, maybe. One guy said, no, you can measure. One more guy is like, no, you can't measure. Right? That is why you have to study. Right? They will fight, you have to study both the methods. Okay. So, under cardinal approach, you will study two theories. Okay. How he attains his consumer equilibrium. In ordinal approach, you will study one theory called indifference curve. Okay. Now, who are those two guys who are fighting? We'll see. That is, Alfred Marshall was the first one to find cardinal approach. Then, Hicks and Allen said, two people, Hicks and Allen said that ordinal approach. They only discovered this ordinal approach theory. Are we clear on this? No. So now we will see how So what is the essence here? There are two routes. I'll again repeat this. There are two routes to attain consumer equilibrium. Okay. So we are going to see the first route, cardinal. How? Through cardinal approach. By quantifying, one guy is saying he can quantify utility. Through which we are going to find how he is attaining maximum satisfaction. So can we go into cardinal utility approach first? We'll study cardinal utility approach. Okay. Now, what does cardinal utility analysis talk about? Utility can be measured. It can be measured. It can be given numbers like cardinal numbers. It can be assigned cardinal numbers. What is cardinal numbers like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Okay. The unit of measurement of utility is called as utils. Okay. The unit of measurement of utility is called utils. Right. So, if it's measurable, right? If it's measurable, can you compare between two goods? Can you measure? If you can measure, can you compare between two goods? The answer is yes. Because let's say apple is giving me 50 utility. Banana is giving me, 60 utility. Which one I like more? Banana. Correct? You can measure, you can compare. Now you can differentiate. Are we clear? So that is what it is. Now, utilities from different units can be summed up. What is it saying? Utilities from different units can be summed up. That means, let's say I eat banana as well as the apple. What did I say? Banana has how many utilities? 60. Apple is how many utilities? How much utilities? I said 50. Now what this statement is, utilities of different units can be summed up. That is, I can eat both of them. How much total utility I'll get? 110. 110. Or if I eat 2 bananas, 60, 50. First banana I eat, I get a 60 utility satisfaction. Second banana I eat, I get 50 utility satisfaction. Right? So the total is 110 also. Right? I can add it basically. If I eat 1 spoon or 1 rice, 1 banana, just they are saying add it. Nothing big deal. Now, the last point is the most important point. Read this very carefully. Money is the measuring rod of utility. Money is the measuring rod of utility. What is this money is the measuring rod of utility means? That I told you, no, 50 rupees, 50 utilities. What they are saying is, it is as if it is measured in terms of money. Utility is measured in terms of money, is what they are saying. So in the scale, right, you are measuring in centimeters, no? Satisfaction, they are measuring in terms of money. That is what this last sentence is talking about. Are we all clear with this? For giving an example, right? Now, you would have gone to your friend into a movie. You would have given 200 rupees ticket. Macha, it's worth 200 rupees. You said that. That means what? Aren't you not quantifying in terms of money? So normally, that's how we normally deal in day-to-day life also. Is it worth it or not? What is happening? You are subconsciously quantifying it in terms of money. Yes or no? Now they are saying you can now really quantify how much will you pay for it. Quantify, tell me. That is the cardinal approach rule. In every number which they say, right, in cardinal utility, they are going to say it in terms of money only. If I am saying I am going to get a satisfaction of 20, that means it's worth 20 rupees for me. Are we clear here? All clear? Now, certain assumptions are also there in this. Okay? We have to assume certain things. That is what we are going to do. Right? For this cardinal utility to work. First one is rationality. What is this rationality meaning? In economics, this is a very important term. Why lot of economic theories do not work is because of this one. What does rationality mean? Rationality means humans know how to think and take always rational decisions. Okay? Do we always know all the information and take a perfect decision? No. We are emotional human beings, right? Sometimes it's like someone comes and says, sir, I have not eaten for 30 days, sir. Please buy it. You will buy it immediately. Right? So, we lose our rationality sometimes, right? So, we don't think objectively. Sometimes our thinking is disturbed by emotional quotients, as well as we don't have complete information to it, right? Sometimes we take stupid decisions itself also, right? So, but they are saying for this to work, consumer should be rational. Okay, you should be rational. Second, cardinal measurement of utility. What is this cardinal measurement of utility means? A consumer should be able to measure it in terms of in terms of money, or it should be measurable in terms of a cardinal number. He should be able to quantify it. Now, the constancy of marginal utility of money. Now, we will try to understand this marginal utility of money. Constancy of marginal utility of money. We will try to understand this. Now, money is the measuring rod, yes. But when I give you 10 rupees, right, you might get a satisfaction of 10 rupees, right? If I give you 100 rupees, you get a satisfaction of 100 rupees. The utility you get from every 1 rupee is the same, right? And that is what they are trying to say also. It should be constant. If I give you 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, 1 rupee, every 1 rupee should matter as if 1 rupee. You should not be like, hey, it's 1 rupee only. Da. Right? So that is what they are saying. The utility you get, the satisfaction you get from the rupee, 1 rupee or 1000 rupees should be constant. It will never fall. In certain cases, I'll tell you why this assumption is, sir, this is logic only, no, sir. If you give 1 rupee satisfaction, I'll be 1 rupee happy. Might not be true in when you start earning more. Imagine you're earning, let's say Mukesh Ambani, our favorite guy, right? So you go and say, sir, I'll give you 1 rupee, sir. I'll make you 1 rupee utility. Huh? He'll be like, no, thank you. Correct? Right? You will not have that much of satisfaction of that. So that is what. For him, the utility of money might decrease. He might not get, it's not worth him for him. Right? So here they are assuming that for everyone, there is a constant utility. Are we all clear in this? That is what it is. Now, fourth point. The hypothesis of independent utilities. Hypothesis of independent utilities. These are all technical terms. If you don't understand it too much also, from exam point, it's not going to harm you. But know these things. It's very important. Hypothesis of independent utility. What is it saying? Now, let's say it's your friend's marriage. Okay. What you will do? Immediately, proper dressing up, right? Buy a gift, go there. Why do you go there? Food. Very good. Full on. Right? Friend's marriage. No one is going to ask. I'll be in the first pandal itself. You'll go and sit first time. First food first. Rest next. Right? So you will go, sit, put water, clean the leaf. Then you will start eating your biryani, everything. Right? At last, what you will do? You will go to the ice cream shop. Then there will be ice cream and all. You will eat it. Then I'll ask one bida. Correct? And you will put that bida. Right? Bida, you know, no bida. That leaf they put. And they close it and they put chocolates and all those things. And they'll give you that green thingy. Pan. Bida or pan. Right? You can call it as. And you eat it. And you'll be like, fully satisfied. That is the time consumer will be fully satisfied. Correct? You'll be like, fully satisfied. Now, imagine that bida, right? Last you're eating that bida or the pan, right? Is it not, you're getting fully satisfied because of the biryani also, right? Biryani is first you eat the biryani, then only you eat the pan, you will get some satisfaction. Imagine someone gives you I'll give you a pan right now itself. Will you get that feel? You'll be like, after eating that full meal, then you eat that, you will get that satisfaction of things. Yes or no? Right? That is what, this is talking about. What is it talking about? Let me classify. So what is saying is, now if I eat pan alone, whatever satisfaction I get is the same satisfaction even if I eat something else and eat the pan. That is to say that it is ignoring the complementary aspects of it or things which are independent to it, dependent on it. That is what hypothesis of independent utility means. You are going to measure utility keeping aside from other products. Keeping aside from other products to make the example much more simpler. Let's take tea. Right? You're taking tea. If I put sugar in it and give you good tea, if I do not put sugar and give it to you, bad tea. But what this is saying is, still you have to measure and it should be equal. It is ignoring that sugar aspect itself. What is the utility you're going to get from that tea alone, you tell? Are we getting this? It is ignoring the other side products of it, the related aspects of it. Right? added to more. You go to, what is a Starbucks. Why do you go for the Starbucks? Do you go for the tea alone? No, you go for the song, the free Wi-Fi, right? The bean bags and a nice atmosphere is there, right? But someone is coming, you're coming for the tea only, what is the satisfaction you're getting from the tea? Can you yes, you can quantify it, but it will not be the same thing. You will quantify it along with the atmosphere you get. Correct? So, but in this analysis, what they are saying is keep it independent. Tea means tea only. Don't check the how the atmosphere is and all. Tell me how much satisfaction you are getting from the tea alone. That is what the topic is. Are we clear? The assumption is. Any questions, guys? I've written it down for you in simple ways on notes, so you can take a look at that, right? So, hypothesis of independent utilities. Satisfaction derived from different commodities are independent of one another and does not affect the other, right? So, biryani satisfaction would not affect the pan satisfaction is what they are trying to say. Okay, so it ignores complementary between the goods. Are we clear on this? All clear? Okay. Clear, Mardi? Then questions ask. Right? I'll ask questions. Utility can be measured and quantified under what? A, cardinal approach only, or ordinal approach, or both A and B, or B, D, either A and B. Utility can be measured and quantified under only cardinal approach only. Okay, done. Martian's utility analysis is also known as cardinal analysis. Right. Now, marginal utility approach to demand was given by who? Alfred Marshall. Good. According to marginal utility analysis, utility can be measured in what? Ranks, cardinal numbers, or nominal values, or all of the above? Cardinal numbers. Good. Cardinal utility approach is also known as what? Marginal utility analysis. Okay, is also known as marginal utility analysis. Which of the theories is applicable under cardinal approach? Law of diminishing marginal utility or law of equi-marginal utility, both A and B, and consumer surplus theory. Okay, this we have not covered yet, but I'll tell you the answer. Answer is C. Okay, all these theories come under this one. Now, under cardinal approach to utility, dash is the measuring rod of utility. A, consumer satisfaction, customer satisfaction. B, relative preference. C, money, or D, all of the above. Which one is it? Under cardinal approach to utility, dash is the measuring rod. Money is the measuring rod. Right? We discussed. The cardinal approach to utility assumes marginal utility of money is what? Is constant. Constancy of marginal utility of money. We saw that Mukesh Ambani's example, right? We assume that for everyone, whoever is under this principle, marginal utility analysis, their money is constant. Marginal utility is of money is constant. Okay. Now utility, we are going to study some different types of utility. That is total utility and marginal utility. Okay, we are going to see what are these two. Now, what is total utility? Total utility is, as the word says, what is the total utility? Total of all the utilities. So, if I am going to consume, let's say 1 banana, 60, 2 banana, second banana I am getting satisfaction of 50, third banana I am getting a satisfaction of 40, right? Add everything. What do I get? 150. This is my total utility. This is my total utility, right? So, can I read total utility? The sum of total utility derived from different units of a commodity consumed by a consumer. That is equal. They are giving one formula, technical formula they are giving you, but it's very easy. TU is equal to MU1 plus MU2 plus MU, go on, plus MUN till you go on. Are we clear with this? This is the formula of TU. MU is nothing but, that is what we are going to see. This is the additional unit you are doing, 60, 50, 40, that individual thing, that is MU. We'll come to this MU, what is it, in a bit. Because TU and MU are actually related very closely. We'll come to MU also. MU is nothing but the addition made to the total utility by consuming an additional utility. What is it saying? Very simple. Now, what was the total utility here for the first unit? 60, correct? Now, if I am consuming the second unit of banana, what is the total, extra utility I am getting? 50, correct? The extra utility I am getting from consuming an extra unit is 50. Right? Are we all clear here? Now, this extra 50 is called as marginal utility. By consuming an additional unit, what is the additional satisfaction I am getting? Is known as marginal utility. Marginal is nothing but change. What is the change in the utility? Additionally, I am getting 50. Now, if I third unit, what do I do? If I get, how much additional I am getting? 40, correct? The marginal unit of third unit is 40, right? Now, before we go on to it, read the formula. MU is equal to TUN minus 1, they are saying, right? Sometimes, let me show it to you. 1 second, I'll erase it. Now, they can give you as MU, TU, okay? Let's take it as MU and TU. This is 1 unit, 2 unit, third unit. For example, I'm taking 5, now 4, 9, and 3, that is 12. Now, the MU is 5, 4, 3. TU is 5, 9, 12. Now, for the first unit, marginal utility is 5. Total utility also is 5. Now, for the second unit I consume, my extra marginal utility is what? 4. So, the total utility for the 2 units is what? 5 plus 4. That is 9. Right? For the third unit, let's say I am getting a marginal utility of 3. Right? That is 5 plus 4. Total utility be 5 plus 4 plus 3. That is 12. Are we clear with this? That is what the formula is expressed. MU1 plus MU2, if you read it. Are we clear here? This 1 to n is nothing but the serial number. Are we all clear with this? Right? Now, read this. Here students trying to get confused. That is why I am spending some time here. Right? TUN minus TUN minus 1. Now, understand this. What if, imagine they are not given you this, what is it? Imagine, wait, let me change the color. They have not given you this 4. Can you find it out? Can you minus 9 minus 5 will give you 4. 12 minus 9 will give you 3. Yeah? Making sense here? That is what they are given in you in a formula. MUN. Let's put MUN. MU3. MU3 is equal to TUN. What is TU3? Here 3 is 12. Minus TUN minus 1. What is n here? 3. 3 minus 1 is what? 2. Can I say it as 2? So TU2. What is TU2? 9. So 12 minus 9 is what? 3. That is what they are trying to answer. They complicated it, but the actual understanding if you have, it's very simple. Any doubts in this? Guys, any doubts in this? because there will be sums asked in this, and we will be doing more sums. While doing sums, you will have more clarity on it, but for now have this basic understanding at least here. Yeah. So can we answer these questions? Yeah. Dash is the sum total of utility derived from the additional unit of a commodity. What are they asking? Dash is the sum total of utility derived from additional unit of a commodity. It is total utility. Sum total means what? Addition of all. Are we clear? See, you need certain push only. It's like you guys are like cars, which you need little bit push. If yeah, that is one, sir. That is the answer. I know it. Just one problem, right? Please read through it. Now, marginal utility can be stated by what all? TUN minus TUN minus 1, or additional utility derived from an additional unit of commodity, or change in total unity divided by change in quantity, or all of the above. It can be stated as all of the above. So marginal utility, you can express it like this, or like this also. Are we clear? For you can use any of these formulas to find marginal utility. Are we all clear? Total change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Even if you put that, you will get your answer for MU. Are we clear? Normally institute does not ask this question, the C on. Normally they check with the first one. Okay, sums. Now we will go into a new law, that is under this, right, marginal utility analysis. There is a law called law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. This is proponed by Marshall, right? What does this law say? Can we read it? Yes, we'll read it. The additional benefit which a person derives from a given increase in the stock of a thing diminishes with every increase in stock that he already has. What a definition. Huh? She's already scratching her head and all. Right? We'll take one, video to look into it.
Chicken leg piece, 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 masala rice.
So we are going to take the example of a chicken leg piece to understand this. Okay? Simple terms. Now, let's understand with this example of a chicken leg piece. Okay? Let's say I give you one chicken leg piece. Nice juicy leg piece. I hope all are non-vegetarians. If you are vegetarians, please imagine, close your eyes and imagine it's paneer. Right? Or Manchurian, baby corn or whatever it is. Right? Now, one chicken leg piece I give you. How much satisfaction you will get? Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the chicken leg piece. Huh? You'll be so happy, huh? How much satisfaction you will get? Let's say it is worth 30 rupees. So 30 satisfaction you will get. Right? Now that is the tastiest one. You will nicely eat that chicken. You will take that bone out and put it somewhere like that. Maybe. Yeah? Now, after eating the first chicken leg piece, I give you the second chicken leg piece. What will you do? You will eat it, right? You will eat it. But is it the same satisfaction? Will you feel like, yeah, you will eat the same, but is it tastier than the first chicken leg piece? The first chicken leg piece would have been the tastiest, correct? The first item which you eat would have been the tastiest. The second item when you eat it, it will be like, you like it, you will eat it. But you will not feel like, that great level as the first piece. So let's say third chicken leg piece I give it to you. You will be like, it's nice, but my stomach is full. I'm satisfied. You will say, right? You will be like, okay, so for the sake of eating, I'll eat it. If I give you fourth, fifth, then you will be like, no, sir, thank you, I'm enough. If I force feed it, you will start vomiting also, maybe, right? That is what it happens. So that is what this law is also talking about. That is what this law is also talking about. What is this law is talking about? It is, as you go on consuming more and more goods of the same goods, the satisfaction you are getting from an additional unit keeps on decreasing. Keeps on decreasing. That is to say, if I get 30 rupees satisfaction from the chicken leg piece first, second leg piece I'll get only 20 rupees satisfaction. Are we clear? And the third chicken leg piece, I might get lesser than that, maybe 15 rupees satisfaction. That is what this law is also trying to say. Now let's read it. The additional benefit, right, which a person derives from given increase in the stock, that is additional unit is consuming, things diminish with every increase in stock. Satisfaction diminishes with every increase in eating. As consumer takes more of one good, the extra satisfaction he derives from the extra unit goes on falling. Are we clear with this? So if you see from 30, 20 and 10, this is all extra satisfaction. So this is nothing but what? MU, right? MU or not? Marginal utility or not? Is marginal utility decreasing now? So MU is diminishing. This is the law. As you consume more of this good, your satisfaction you get from that product decreases. That is the law. Are we clear on this? Any doubts in this? No doubts? Yeah. So we'll see one video for further understanding on this.
Marginal utility is a common economics term. It refers to the additional benefit or satisfaction gained from consuming one or more unit of a good or service. In economics, something has utility if it satisfies any consumer for usefulness or pleasure. It is a subjective term. For example, consider the marginal utility of a new pair of shoes. For someone who owns only one pair of worn-out shoes, the marginal utility of new shoes is very high. For someone who has many pairs of shoes, the marginal utility of another pair might be very low. Economic theory states that people buy when marginal utility is greater than marginal cost, and they don't buy when marginal utility is less than marginal cost. Therefore, they buy goods up to the point where marginal utility equals marginal cost. This is called the marginal decision rule. Consider two people who both want a certain new car. One likes the price of the
So that is the marginal utility. Very important to understand marginal utility, right? If you do not understand marginal utility, you will not proceed with this chapter, right? You will not move on with the chapter on that, right? Now, certain diminishing marginal utility, right? We have understood that MU will keep on decreasing. But there are certain exemptions to it. There are certain exemptions to it. For example, money, music, hobbies, right, would not diminish. The satisfaction you get from one song to another song might be the same, right? From 1 rupee to 2 rupee. If I give you 1 rupee, again I give you 1 rupee, you will have the same level of satisfaction, right? That utility will not diminish. Here in these cases, the law will not work. The law will not work. That is what they are trying to say. So can we answer this question? The second glass of lemonade gives lesser satisfaction to the thirsty boy. This is a clear case of what? Law of diminishing utility. Are we clear? No. Now, assume this is how examiners are going to test you, right? Now this is the theory which we are going to have studied, right? But how are they going to test you? They are going to test you through sums sometimes. Okay. So if you see this, I want you to solve this sum. Alright, take a pen and paper. Solve these sums for me. Right? This is the quantity of chocolate bars given on your one. He has consumed 1 to 11 chocolates. Okay. In total utility is given here. Certain places it's blank. Right? Marginal utility is also given you. Certain places it's blank. So I want you to fill those blank spaces and tell me what is the answer. Can you do it for me? Right? So question will come like, we will do questions also, but questions will come like, for what is the TU of 2 chocolate consumed? Alright? So you have to find total utility of 2 chocolates consumed. You have to find it. How do you find? Just try to work it out using the formula which I have given you, or by purely logic also. You have marginal utility, you have total utility. Can you find it out? Okay, can we solve? Okay. Now, what is the TU of 2? It is nothing but marginal utility of 1 and 2 added together. That is 30 plus 20. That is mu1 plus mu2 will get you, what is it? TU 50. Are we clear here? Right? I know this is one of the easiest sums, right, you will ever get. Just to start, right? You have to get used to it. That's why the essence is. Now, how do you find mu of 3? Third unit, mu of 3. What is it? Yes. So you can use the formula or use the logic. 65 minus 50, you will get it 15. Or you can use the logic, formula based approach also, which I, right? mu3, right? Because you have to find of mu of 3, correct? mu3 is equal to tu3 minus tu n minus 1, that is tu2 it becomes, correct? So what is tu3? 65. What is tu2? 50. That will be 15. Okay. Now, can we find the answer for 5 now? Can we find TU of 5? Can you find it out? TU of 5th unit. Can you find it out? What is the answer? 83. Right? Reason being is 75 plus 8. You can take like that, or add all these things. You will get 83. Whichever you want to do. There are n number of methods, guys. You have to choose which method is comfortable for you. Right? This one, can you tell me? What is it? 96. Good. This one, can you tell me? 11th unit. 94. Good. Because 98 minus 4 is given. So it is 94. Minus means what? He is getting negative utilities. He is vomiting. Eating too much of chocolates. Right? That's what happens. Are we clear in this? Are we all clear? Now, this is the answer for all the questions. Right? This is now, plot this into a graph. Now, I want you to plot TU. You know how to plot, no? X-axis, Y-axis, you know how to plot it? plot these things into a graph with these numbers. I want you to plot it right now. Plot. Rough estimate of plot is good, right? Take a pen, paper, draw. Plot means no, Max. Like this. Plot it. Plot these axes on a graph. Let me also plot it. Okay, it'll be something like this if you have plotted it, right? This will be of course bigger. It's not, the scales are not in the right matter, but this is a TU curve, this is MU curve, right? More or less this is how you would have received, right? In economics, your CA foundation, they are going to ask you to analyze the diagram. Okay, they are going to ask you questions regarding analysis of the diagram. That is, now they will ask you like questions like, if you see TU, where is the maximum point? This is the maximum point, yes or no, of TU. If TU is at maximum point, where is MU? At 0. This is an analysis. These kind of questions, when you plot it, obviously you will get it. Okay, when you correctly plot the diagram, you will get an analysis of this. And they are going to ask you questions on this. Are we all clear? Right? So what is the analysis? We'll read it one by one and try to understand. TU rises as long as MU is positive. TU rises as long as MU is positive. What they are saying? TU will keep on increasing as MU is positive. Yes or no? Answer is yes. But at a diminishing rate. At a diminishing rate, because MU is diminishing. What is diminishing rate? We'll try to understand. Okay, we'll try to understand what is diminishing rate. Now, if I am growing at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. At what rate am I growing? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Isn't a constant rate? Yes or no? Now, if I am growing at 10, 22, 30, 6, 40, 50 will go. And 80. Now, what growth I am having? I am growing at a increasing rate. First I am growing at 12. From 12 I am growing 14. 14 to 14. 14. Then it is 30. I am growing at a increasing rate. Now let me give you an example. 10, 20, 30, 29, 37 and 40. Okay, 40. Now what rate am I growing? I'm growing. Am I growing? Yes, I'm growing. But I'm growing at a diminishing rate. First 10, then 9, 8, then only 3. Right? I'm growing at a diminishing rate. This is what diminishing means. I'm growing, but I'm growing at a smaller number. Why? Because MU is diminishing. If you see here, MU was 30 first. 30. So whatever this only gets added, no? 30, 12, 15, 9, 10. Because of law of diminishing utility, MU is diminishing. And this is getting interconnected. Now, everything is interconnected in economics. If you don't understand and learning is not there, you will not understand, you will not score good marks. But the moment you understand and study, it's yours. The subject is yours. You need not even revise before the exam day. You will be like, this is what it is now. You will come and teach me sometimes. Right? That is the nature of this subject. Are we clear? First point clear, because MU is diminishing. Any doubts in this? No. mu diminishes throughout. Yes or no? Mu diminishes throughout means it's decreasing throughout. Correct? Law of DMU. Law of diminishing marginal utility. I'll call it as law of DMU going forward. Okay? That is true. When mu is 0, Tu is at max. This is called as saturation point. This is called as saturation point. That is, he has attained what? Saturation point. Mu is at 0. Tu is at maximum. Correct or not here? Now he will not get more satisfaction from this. He has attained his max sat. Okay. So when mu is negative, Tu diminishes. Correct? Mu is negative, Tu is going to decrease. Okay. Now, mu is the rate of change of Tu. Mu is the rate of change of Tu. Now, how does Tu changes? Tell me. How does Tu change? It increases by or by mu only, no? What is the changing element here always? Mu only. So rate of change is what? Mu is the rate of change for Tu. Correct? That is what rate of change means. Are we all clear? Everyone here, any doubts in this? The slope of or the slope of Tu. Tu is made up of what? Mu only, no? Right? To measure this slope, if I have to measure this slope, I'm nothing but I'm measuring mu. Are we clear? Mu can be positive, 0 and negative. Can mu be positive? Yes. 0? Yes. Negative? Yes. These are the points which you should be knowing when you step inside the exam hall. They will ask questions like, can Tu be negative? Or mu can be, can mu be A, positive, B, 0, C, negative, D, all of the above? Answer would be all of them. These kind of questions are expected. Okay? Or what is the rate of change of Tu? They'll ask you. Mu, MP, MC, or all of the above? Mu. Are we clear? Now, limitations of diminutional marginal utility. Okay, we will discuss the limitations of DMU. Okay, what are the limitations? Right. Homogeneous units, that is, it should be identical. Right? Identical, that is, the chicken leg piece I showed you, right? Every chicken leg piece should be of the same size, quantity, taste, cooking taste also should not be. One should not be like, over fried, one should not be undercooked. Everything should be of the same quality. That is what they are talking. Homogeneous. Should be of the same type. Then only this law will work. Otherwise it will fail. Okay. Standard units of consumption. Standard units of consumption means you should be, how do you consume a chicken? Piece, correct? What if someone tests one small nail biting video? You will give, give more, no? Then you will say, hey, I have broken DMU. First piece is better than second. No, that is not the standard normally you eat with, right? If I give you water, 1 cup of water will be nice. If I give you 1 spoon of water, will you be satisfied? No, that is not. So there should be standard units of this. Okay. If not, the law fails. If it's not standard, if it's not homogeneous, the law fails. Okay. Third, continuous consumption. If you eat 1 chicken piece, again, finish one that, take immediately the other chicken leg piece and eat. Third, you have to eat continuously. It's not like morning I'll eat, afternoon I'll eat one, dinner I'll eat one. No. You have to eat continuously. Then only the law will work. The law, so in these 3 cases, law will fail if it does not hold. If it's not eaten continuously, if it's not standard units, or it's not homogeneous products, law will fail. Are we clear? So you have to make sure these conditions are met. Now they are saying law will fail in case of prestigious goods. Law will automatically fail in the case of prestigious goods. They are saying, that is diamond, money, gold. If I give you will be like, first unit of gold you will be like thank you. Second unit of gold if I give you will be thank you. Alright, will be like grateful of you. That's how it is. Now case of related goods, it does not consider the independent utility. We discussed no independent utility. Now this also ignores that independent utility. That pan and biryani example, that is what they are talking about. Again they are saying it is ignoring the complementary goods. Okay, this law, it is based on unrealistic assumptions. That is, what is a utility can be measured. Do you won't go on measuring a utility? Normally you can, what is it? So not on a real basis. That is what, these are the limitations of this law. Are we clear? So we'll take a break now and come later, right?